What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Monday edition of Morning Scone, presented by Brock. You better believe it. It's Morning Scone, presented by Brock. Well, you are going to ride the elevator later today. Can you believe that? Mimi is going to take you to Macy's. Okay. We are going to do Dad's show. Let's see. Here it comes. Let's see. And hello, Dad Show. Hello, Dad Show. There it is. There's Dad Show. Hello, Dad Show. It's good to see you. Very good. Let's see. You want to say good morning to everybody? You want to say trivia? Good morning. Charlie Cavell. Good morning. Here you go. Champion. You can watch Champion on Mommy's phone after your nap. Let's see. Dad, good morning. Stephen Miller, Craig Schilling, Leroy Blanchard, Kelly Presley, good morning. Stephen Miller, Gamohagan, Drew, and Scone. I see you flipped it, which is cool. I'm good with it. Dusty Revere, Brad, Jean, Joss Long, what's up? Dave Schultz, good morning. Dave, should you be hosting a radio show right now? Yeah. Michael Browning, what's up, Mike? Bob Kubrick, Tay Irfan, good morning. Brian Wynn, how'd y'all's weekend go? Chris Williams, good morning. Matthew Rogelio. Mike DeBlanc, good morning. Hey, Dawn, good morning. Let's see, y'all got questions? Let's get to them. LSU baseball wins the series by the hardest. Boy, they tried to blow it. Twinkle Fast. Okay, Daddy will help you out with that. Let's go get Twinkle Fast. But LSU ends up winning the series. That's what they need to do. They need to win the series. They did. We'll talk about the rest of the standings here in a second because they really didn't get a lot of help. It was one of those weekends where you were hoping that teams from the East playing teams from the West, like the East teams, would win. But LSU really didn't get any help. Mississippi State was playing Georgia, and Georgia, of course, played that series without their ace, Emerson Hancock. And then, I wish Terry was laughing, or was watching he laugh. And then Tennessee, which actually had one of the best ERAs, if not the best ERA in the SEC. I didn't look at the stats for last week, but would have been great if Tennessee could have given LSU some help. They didn't. So Tennessee gets swept by Arkansas, and yesterday went into 10 innings, and then Georgia was swept by Mississippi State. So Arkansas is now 15-6 after their sweep. Mississippi State, Ole Miss, and LSU all have 8 losses. They're all at 13-8. And then A&M is at 11-9, Auburn at 10-11, Ole Miss at 5, or Bama at 5-16. They say. But so here's the good news if you're LSU, right? 2 of the teams ahead of you, you still get to play them. So you get Ole Miss this weekend, and then the following week you go to Arkansas. So you win those series, you can take care of that on your own. And then Mississippi State is also tied with you right now, 13-8, but you have the tiebreaker with Mississippi State since you beat them in Starkville 2 out of 3. So LSU's in a really good spot. I mean, you wish you could have gotten some help this weekend, but, Arkansas and Mississippi State are both playing really good, and they both swept this weekend. So, anyway, let's see. Get to y'all's comments. Let's see. First one came from Matthew, who said, what are the odds that Cole Tracy ends up in New Orleans? Honestly, man, not good. That's one of those things where a lot of times, they'll bring you in for a workout just to have, an updated scouting report. But look, the Saints just gave Will Lutz a massive contract this offseason. I mean, the opportunity for Cole Tracy to actually end up in New Orleans is basically zero. But you bring him in to work him out so you have an updated report on him. And let's say if Will Lutz pulls a hammy, but and you need a kicker that week, well, then you have to go sign one because nobody carries 2 kickers. You can't carry 2 kickers because you only have a 53-man roster, so every spot is at a premium. You can't just keep a kicker on the side. So, no, Cole Tracy's not going to end up with the Saints, but it's one of those things where you bring him in work him out. And in case if you find yourself in need of a kicker this year, you got an updated scouting report on it. Let's see. But remember, this is how Will Lutz got his gig. Remember, the Ravens had Justin Tucker. They worked out Will Lutz, and Harbaugh called Peyton and said, "This is the best workout I've ever seen. Like, you got to come try this kid." And now, the Saints got their kicker. So I wish Cole well, man. I should reach out to him today or tomorrow. But I wish him well, for sure. But he's not going to end up in New Orleans. Andrew Bayer, good morning. Gaston and Sherry Lobos, good morning. Shelby, good morning. Hey, Uncle Mike, good morning. Let's see, Cheryl. Good morning back in L.A. And nice start to my day with you and Drew again. Thanks, Cheryl. Always great to see you there in the morning. Joey Painage, good morning. James Tyrone, good morning. Let's see, AJ Holland. Gummogan. Is that stat right on ESPN for yesterday's game? No first pitch strike from any LSU pitcher. Wow. In the game yesterday? For the entire game? Now, I didn't pay attention to that, and I didn't see the stat. And I was trying, like, mad to avoid the broadcast yesterday. I wanted to watch it, but the Alabama broadcast was just brutal, man. Eli Gold, I know he's done a lot in his career. Calling baseball for television should not be one he does ever again, especially college baseball. Walmart? What about Albertsons and Alexander's and Fresh Market?
Walmart.
And then Walmart.
Okay.
What about Calandro's?
Calandro.
Very good. Calandro's. So he did the syllables too. Calandro's house? Okay. Now we're talking. Those are my people. But yeah, man, that Alabama broadcast is brutal. But I missed that stat. But it doesn't surprise me, especially with Fondo, man. Like, watching him pitch at the end, it was rough watching him start every hitter off 1-0. Boy, and they avoided disaster yesterday, man. I'm surprised I hadn't gotten I figured one of the first questions out of the chute would be, what's up with Fondo? He was great on Saturday. It's worth mentioning. Sometimes for college guys, pitching back-to-back days is not easy. They don't always bounce back well. That even happened to Hess in Omaha when he was awesome. And the other thing is, nobody yesterday hit Fontenot hard. Like, think about how they manufactured that inning in the ninth against him. You get a slow rolling. No, I'm sorry. You get a hit by pitch. Was the hit by pitch first, or was that to load the bases? You get the hit by pitch. You get a slow roller, and Smith can't make the play. I mean, it's a great job just to get the ball, but he couldn't make it. So first and second. Then oh man, I'm trying to piece together the inning back in my brain now. Anyway, I don't think they got a ball to the outfield against Fontenot, is my point. Like, and then he walked in a run. They got the ground ball and got the lead runner. I remember, Reed got the ground ball, got the lead runner at second, but they couldn't turn it. It was one of those things where, like, they didn't. It's not that they hit him. Like, that would be the more concerning thing. Go to HEB and ride the elevator? There's no elevator at HEB.
Ride elevator, mommy phone.
You want to see people ride the elevator on mommy's phone? Yes, you can do that after your nap, okay? Anyway, by the way, another reminder, 8 o'clock, so I got 19 more minutes. 8 o'clock Monday, got our 9 o'clock meeting, so I need to bounce at 8. But anyway, I'm not worried about Fontenot. The frustrating thing yesterday was that it was his own doing. It wasn't like he was getting pounded. That's the more concerning thing, is if teams just figured out to put good swings on you. It's another where you're walking two guys and you're hitting a guy, and ultimately he stopped playing around. The final hitter, Holcomb, and just started throwing gas, and kid couldn't catch up to it. It's like, thank you, just throw strikes. Let's see. Craig Savoy, good morning. Chris Williams, great series win on the road. Road wins have been hard to come by lately. That's true. I think they were 4-10 on the road this year, so they went and won 2 this weekend. So get them how you can. The Twitter melt Friday is always fun when LSU loses a game. and they want to fire everybody, and then they come back and win the series. Done this back-to-back weeks now. I will be interested to see if Cole Henry's good enough to pitch this week, because if he is, my guess is Maneri's going to go back to his plan and put Henry on Friday, because he's going to try to win the first game of the series, so it's not that to do this the hard way. You got Ole Miss next weekend. Ole Miss hasn't pitched it particularly well this year, but they've hit the crap out of the baseball. So a little bit of a different challenge this weekend, but you get that series at home. Ben Clark, good morning. Hey, Megan Hurst, good morning. Glad to be back watching Morning Scone after spring break. There you go. Charlie Cavell, it was hard to stomach. Ugly bats, bad pitching. It'd be nice to see if Garza heats up. For sure. Now, that's probably the two biggest takeaways from this weekend, aside from Eric Walker being awesome. If you're just looking offensively. What, bud? Twinkle? Oh, Twinkle. Okay. Here's the fact that Gavin Dugas came back and... Oops, sorry. There you go, bud. Is that fact that Gavin Dugas came back and swung a hot bat. He had 2 hits on Saturday. Yesterday he had the 2-out, 2 RBI. See, that was just a huge spot in the game. It's 2-1, right? Garza homer to make it 2-1. And then, in the third, you've got second and third, 2 outs, and here comes Dugas, and he gets the base knock, which scores 2, so it's now 4-1 in the top of the third. So it was nice to see. Now he struck out later in the game, which happens, but on an ugly pitch too. But anyway, it was good to see Dugas come back, and then Garza's the other one. He doubled on Friday night, and I actually almost hit an opposite field home run. It was a warning track opposite field fly that almost left the yard. Then he did hit the home run yesterday. Terrio talked about this on AFR on Friday. He's like, Garza started to figure it out. He talked about how he's out in front of the curveball, which is like he's inducing slow rollers to the left side, which that's not good, but that's better than being 5 feet in front of the pitch and striking out, looking terribly doing it. At least now he's timing it better. And man, he pulled a double down the line on Friday. He almost hit the opposite field blast on Friday. He did strike out, and he's probably going to be good for a strikeout a game, but I'd rather 1 for 4 with a homer, with an extra base hit, and 1 strikeout, and putting the other 2 in play. That could at least be productive outs. Go in Mimi's car. You are going to go in Mimi's car today, my baby.
Go to the mall.
Yep. Whoop. Mimi is going to take you to the mall. What do you think about that?
Go to the mall.
Yep, you're going to go to the mall. Maybe we will fall. Okay. Daddy's got...
Go fast.
Twinkle fast. Okay, we'll let Daddy fix his phone again. Let's see, gotta fix this since we knocked it over. All right, twinkle fast. Okay, here you go. Twinkle fast. There you go. Okay. Oh, trivia. My weekend was great until my 2-year-old daughter woke me up this morning with vomit all over herself at 1:50 a.m. Oh, I had to bring her to the emergency room. She had poison. We haven't been back to sleep since. Oh, trivia. Sorry to hear that, man. Golly. How did she get sick, man? God, dog, that stinks, man. We'll be saying prayers for your little girl, man. That's, I hate to hear that. Hope she's all right. Glad, but man, at least y'all got her to the doctor this morning, man. I hope y'all get some sleep. Stephen Bro, Jimmy Vadrine, good morning. Jason Tarver, good morning. Let's see. Steven Miller, full 2 games behind Arkansas. Got to play more consistent. Arkansas Vandy very hot now with back-to-back sweeps. Yeah, they're playing really well. But again, you get to play them. So you go win a series against them. You'd still be a game behind, but you can make up a game, and hopefully they'll lose a game somewhere else along the way. Chris Proctor, what's up? Charlie Gale. Kerry Hughes, good morning. John Corbello. C-Mac, what's up, man? Merrick Bethurn, any word on Henry? No, on Mondays, Maneri meets with the media in his office, so we'll probably get some good clarification on how he's feeling today. So usually that's, I haven't seen what time, usually 1 or 2 o'clock. Paul does that little Q&A with reporters, so should get some answers today on him. Amy Crane, good morning. Everett Email, good morning. Chris Williams can't stand Eli Gold. Dude, you should ask Jimmy out how I feel about Eli Gold. This at media days, and I'm sure he's a heck of a nice guy, but it's like he's got a loud kind of pukey style to him, which a lot of older broadcasters. I don't mean to paint with a broad brush, but touchdown, hello, blah blah. It's like it's just vomit all over the microphone, and it's very pretentious. And he's a nice enough guy away from the broadcast, but even like. Remember, Jimmy was interviewing him at Media Days 2 years ago, and Jimmy's like, you got to call so many great moments. What would be your favorites? Well, this won't sit well with the people at Baton Rouge, but the T.J. Yeldon play is the greatest play I've seen in the history of Alabama football. It's like, Jesus Christ, give me a break. Hey, you got me started on Eli Gold anyway. Let's see. Doug Cook, Marceau had 3-pitch strikeout in the first day. Stephen Miller, according to ESPN, according to the box score, it showed 0 first pitch strikes, but I missed a couple of beat writers, double check, and haven't heard. Yeah, some people have replied, and they're right. I mean, the final batter was definitely a first pitch strike. And if Marceau had a 3-pitch strikeout, then yeah, the whole game it can't be. Maybe it was relief. Maybe it was a certain window. Maybe it was like in a certain inning. I don't know. Kerry Hughes sat next to Eli Gold on a flight once. One of the most rude human beings I've ever met. This is going to be dump on Eli Gold day. By the way, shout out to Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. Open up on a Monday. If you got some aches and pains from the weekend, you got that injury, you need to get taken care of, checked out, go see one of the orthopedic surgeons, or one of the orthopedists, excuse me, at the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. They're the best. LSU's team docs or Brock docs. Dr. Brent Banks, and of course, with football, and Dr. Fields with baseball, Brock docs. Chip Bankston, who's the Saints orthopedist, is a Brock doc. So I trust him. Y'all should as well. If you need an orthopedist, go see my friends at Brock. Remember the Livingston location as well. You take 12 to the Walker exit. Go right. A little ways down the right. Can't miss them. Hey, Melanie Wascom, good morning. Patton Brantley. What's up, Patton? Dusty, Alabama has the worst announcers. The guy at the draft party could have done better. At the draft watch party could have done better. Let's see. C-Mac, Fonda struggles back-to-back days. Happened a couple times before this season. I'm trying to remember the other one. Georgia, he got roughed up at Georgia. But even still, man, the other thing about the Georgia game, he gave up 2 homers, but one of them was a 315-foot pop fly that went out, that left the yard, because Georgia has that short porch in right field. So that one's hard for me to really get upset about. But yesterday was just command. I mean, it wasn't. It wasn't that he was getting knocked around. He just couldn't throw strikes. David Schultz, Steven Fano had 12. No, Steven, I think what he's saying is when he pitches on back-to-back days. It's not that he struggled both days. He struggled when he had a pitch in a back-to-back in the second game. That was my understanding of what Chris said. Let's see. David Schultz, someone threw a first. Yeah, I think, okay. Austin Anderson, still have people thinking Paul's job is on the line this year with the new AD. Maneri's not in any trouble this year. If they stumble down the stretch and let's say they don't host a regional again, like let's say they have to travel for a regional round again, then maybe next year you're going into the season with a definite prove-it year. But that's hard for me to imagine at this point. You're 13-8, and you got 2 of your final 3 series at home, and one of them's against Auburn, who doesn't have any pitching left. Anyway, Craig Savoy, the Loomis Ireland draft day magic continues. TBD, Craig, but I like what they did. I like what they did with the limited resources they had to maximize them. talked about it a little yesterday. You didn't need 8 draft picks this year. You just don't have that many roster spots. So if you can combine your assets to get guys you think can help you immediately, cool. I think Eric McCoy is an awesome pickup. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson from Florida, great player. Curious how they use him. The other safety, I don't know anything about. And then Mack, the tight end from Notre Dame, was a pretty good player, man. I saw him play a little bit. So, athletic guy. I mean, he's the mold that you want in an athletic tight end. And bring him in, see if he can make the roster. You know, maybe he's a guy that supplements, Jared Cook. Chris Williams. I thought the pitching staff did a great job working out of jams during the game. The score could have been a lot worse. Great job, Landon and Devin. And Beck, too. I mean, don't forget about Beck, man, because Beck came in with a second and third one-out situation, and he got out of it. He got the pop-up, and then he got the fly ball out. I mean, that was massive, because that right there could have given Alabama the lead. I mean, the game could have been brand new right there. So that was a big spot by Beck, too, yesterday. A.J. Holland, the ESPN app is garbage. That's why I asked. First, I find it hard to believe no first pitch strike from an LSU pitcher. Well, remember, it's not the app itself. Remember, so like, whenever the SEC network launched, every SEC school had to make a capital investment into upgrading their facilities so that way they could all run those broadcasts out of their own command center, right? So like every school in the SEC has the capability of running broadcast quality events from their campus, so ESPN doesn't have to send trucks and equipment and all to every campus for every broadcast. So, and it was obviously a good trade-off because the financial windfall that every team in the SEC got from that, from the SEC network deal. But so like LSU produces all like the baseball and the softball and they produce all that in-house. So yesterday, like Alabama's crew was producing that. So the ESPN app, they produce it and send the feed to ESPN, which publishes on the app. Jerry Spurgeon, good morning, Matt and Drew. Where's urgency and killer instinct? Don't know. Chuck Sanchez, what's up, man? Steven, LSU is what it is at this point. No switches getting flipped. We just need to hope our guys get hits in big situations. One hitter had multiple hits yesterday, albeit from the 9-hole. Offensively, well, I'll put it to you this way. We've talked all season about the 5 guys that we know can hit, right? Smith, Watson, Duplantis, Cabrera, and Reed. Like, it's not to say that they're all going to hit on every day, but those 5 guys we feel like can hit college pitching. Beloso, I think, has emerged to the point where you go, okay, he's figured it out. And he could ride a heater down the stretch. And if Garza starts to give you anything in the bottom third, that's a plus because the dude was hitting 180. So then if you can throw in Duga, who is at least a competent bat, who's not going to hit 200. If he hits 250, 260, it's better than what you had there. So anyway, I think the offense is supplementing. The bigger point, though, is this is a team that was built around pitching. It's what they built this roster around pitching. If Marceau can round into form, Henry's okay. These are all ifs, obviously. But to your point, if that staff keeps getting healthier, then you start to have a much more competitive team. I mean, even more so than they are right now, 13-8. So switch, flipped. I mean, I don't like putting it in that term, in those terms. That's to insinuate they're not trying, which I don't believe that. But I think it's legitimate if you start getting more production out of the bottom third of the order, which you definitely can. I think it's legitimate if you've got healthy pitchers. Of course that is. Thomas Chapman, Dale Broussard, Ben Sherville, Ronnie Dugas. Let's see. Hey, bud. What? You want to come tell everybody hi? We got 4 minutes left the dad show. What? What?
Wet.
Wet? Your hair was wet? Mommy did your hair?
5, 4, 3.
5, 4, 3? Hi.
Miguel.
Well, you saw Miss Gayla on Friday. You don't see Miss Gayla again for 2 weeks.
Ellen.
And then?
Mommy.
Mommy. Yep.
Says,
Who says? Psst. Mommy doesn't say psst. Who says psst? Mama says psst. Clap hands for
honey bun.
Home Depot. Home Depot.
Appleton.
Albertsons.
Alexander.
Alexander's.
Alexander.
Alexander. What? Use your words. Is that Dad's show?
Dad's show.
Dad's show.
Dad's show house.
Dad's show does not have a house. We do Dad's show from the house. Oh, did you bite yourself? Oh, good. Oh, that's your cut from last week. That's no bueno. Okay, what? It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Hey, listen, we're gonna finish Dad's show. Shh. What happened? What happened? What happened? It's okay. Shh. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, it's pineapples. Let's see. Eric Hart, good morning. Brian Wynn, hopefully no midweek game. The Tiger injuries can heal.
Mimi Park.
They're still playing midweeks, huh?
Mimi Park.
Mimi's Park? You can go to Mimi's Park today. I bet she'll take you there.
Yeah.
Daniel
Go
Crosser.
to Mimi Park.
Go to Mimi's Park. You will go to Mimi's Park today. I bet if you ask Mimi nicely, she'll take you there. Okay. You want to get down? Okay, you can look, Daddy. What? What? Did you hurt your finger? Oh. Okay. What? Oh, you want me to hug? You want me to hold you? Hang on, let's put this back on. Just like this. Okay. There we go. What? Okay. A few more minutes, Drew. We've got one more minute. One more minute.
Mimi Park.
Mimi's Park. Let's see.
Park.
Matt Lusto,
Mimi House.
ESPN.
Mimi Park House.
Mimi's Park House. Okay, guys, we're about to wrap this up. Let's see. Darren, Shelley, Ryan, good morning, everybody. Charlie said the Jaden Hill arm soreness was completely disingenuous. I don't know about that, Charlie. You either have something structurally wrong, you don't. And Maneri's always been forthcoming with injuries. Like, remember, Mikhail Hilliard had that arm soreness issue before regionals last year, and he didn't pitch in Corvallis. And then they gave him the whole summer off. They gave him the whole fall off, and then he was barely ready for the start of the season, where they were just working him back. I mean, for some guys, like, that issue lingers. I mean, that's a legit thing. They're trying to avoid surgery, because obviously if you have surgery, then... Oh, that's a good point. Heather said, beautiful job by Maneri putting Hughes in the bottom of the ninth.
Mimi House.
It's true. He made an awesome play ranging towards first base. They didn't get an out, but he kept the ball out of the outfield, which saved a run. It's very true. Okay, we're done. It's 8 o'clock. Daddy's got to go to his meeting. Okay, you're going to go to Mimi's house? You want to say bye to everybody? Can you say bye to Dad's show? You going to say bye, Dad's show? Oh, you gave me a kiss? That was sweet. He gave me a kiss and he called for right in my face. Okay, say bye, Dad's show. Say bye, Dad's show. Okay. Oh, not? Okay, let's say bye, Dad's show. Here we go. We gotta go. Hey, Drew, say bye, Dad's show. Look. Hey, bye, Dad's show.
Bye, Dad's show.
All right, see you tomorrow.
Bye, Dad.
You are being silly. What are you doing? What was that?
Twinkle.
Twinkle. Okay, we'll see you later. Say bye. All right, bye.